Guys, like every week, we end our show with the finisher. This week's finisher, Mike Mularkey, former head coach, Tennessee Titans, has 2 back-to-back 9-7 seasons, makes the playoffs, beats the Kansas City Chiefs. At the end of the game, everybody's talking about the fact that he might be gone. They lose. He's going to be exiting. Mike Mularkey's gone. It's up in the air. You hear from the ownership. She says, Mike Mularkey is going to be our coach next year. Fast forward 1 week. Mike Mularkey is out as the head coach of Tennessee Titans. What happened?
There's got to be something behind the scenes that we're not hearing of the way the players, maybe, Mariota went up to the office like, this dude is just, I know we're winning, but if we had somebody else, we're winning, a lot more. I mean, you can't argue with a dude who brought the Titans to 9-7 seasons, won a playoff game. I wouldn't fire that guy, but there's more to the story. There's got to be something more to the story. That's all I can even think about.
I feel like he's looking at the team and he wants to make some changes, and ownership doesn't. One of the rumors that I'm hearing and we've been hearing is that they wanted to get rid of making some changes to his staff. They wanted to implement some new offense. They wanted to implement some new stuff. They didn't feel like they were getting out everything that they should be. And Mularkey disagreed. Yeah. And then with that disagreement, they couldn't come to terms, and they decided that it was best to part ways.
That's how it is.
I wonder, Tennessee Titans haven't been good in a while.
Do they go back?
And you're 9-7. I think they backtrack.
I agree.
I think that Mariota has had the same coach for 3 seasons now, and he's had an opportunity to work under one guy. And have coaching from one person, learn a set offense, have comfortability in that offense. Then we're missing Chris Davis for most of the year, their first-round pick, who had hammy issues, and that limited their offense. I just look at it, though, and I say that anytime you break up continuity in the NFL, you mess with the growth of players and you mess with the results that show up on the field. There's a reason why, I think, and it goes hand in hand. You look at Marvin Lewis with the Cincinnati Bengals. He's coming back.
Yeah.
But at the end of the year, they look good. They beat a bunch of teams that were borderline playoff teams.
Yeah.
They look like they fixed some stuff. If they come out next year and they're back to being the same Cincinnati Bengals, you were right. Ownership made the right move because the Bengals have been winning teams year after year after year. You have one down year and you're going to axe your coach. Yeah, I get that they haven't won a Super Bowl, they haven't won in the playoffs, but you consistently have had a good team. It's because you've had continuity for a decade plus. And then you look around the rest of the NFL, and you're changing things out all the time. You look at the Giants. As much as I think that coach lost that team, you think that team is going to magically get better overnight because they dropped their coach?
I think the NFL more than anybody, more than any sport, is so quick to cut the axe on coaches. It's literally one season. If you don't have a good season, that's it. Baseball,
you're on the hot seat immediately.
Baseball, the Twins were the worst team in baseball. Same, boom, playoff team, 100, almost 100. That's just, I don't know why it is with football. I think it's because I don't know why that is. I don't 100%, but they're so quick to cut an axe on some guy instead of the other sports where it's not like that.
To me, the reason why that is every other sport is checkers.
Yeah.
The NFL is chess.
Okay.
And you can tell if somebody's good or bad at chess quick. Checkers, you can get lucky, right? There's some parts of it that it's not as complex.
Okay.
When you're playing NBA basketball, you might have some set plays, but if you got LeBron James, you could just not run a single set play the entire game, and he's going to probably win a whole bunch of games.
Yeah.
Right? You go into baseball, what's the coach going to do, right?
He's a decision maker.
But what's the decision? If my team's hitting home runs and my pitcher's not letting up anything and striking everybody out, what did I have to do? I have to decide when I pull him. Yeah, now that might matter in a one-run game when I pull. But then that means that the manager's more like, hey, don't do anything, let it ride, you might fuck it up. Do something, you might fuck it. But you're not actually impacting result. The result's just, when is my guy tired? Yeah. When do I have to play the left-right matchup? That's really what you're having to do. You're managing a game.
Yeah.
An NFL coach has 53 players, is in charge of the development of his players.
Yeah.
You look at Major League Baseball, by the time a guy gets to a manager at the MLB level, you're developed for a lot. There's some tweaking that happens. I'm not coaching you. NFL coach has his practice squad guys are with him. they're having to coach up guys and develop guys in real time. You're having to maintain coaching. And then you have to watch another team's playbook because every single thing is a set play. So you have to balance what choices are we making that week? How are we scripting our first plays? To me, I think the Titans made a mistake. I just also think that the Titans made a mistake because what's the harm of giving Mularkey a 2-year extension? Letting it keep status quo and seeing what happens. Because if next year he bombs, good. You get a high-round draft pick. You're in position to go. But the best case scenario is he wins, you have continuity, and maybe your team wins more than just one playoff game. Maybe your team's a contending team next year. Because you look around, you look at the pieces that they have with a good quarterback, good running back, good wide receivers, solid defense. You have the start of something. I just think it's an opposite case of what we saw with the Rams.
Fair.
But, guys, like every week, we always want to hear from you guys what you think. Do you think the Titans made the right choice in getting rid of Mike Mularkey as their head coach, or do you think they should have given him an extension and had him stay 1 or 2 more years? Leave your message in the comments, and we will see you guys next week on the Highlight Reel.